If I could say anything, give anybody some advice about marriage, it would be my personal opinion: marry your best friend. My wife is my best friend. There's no doubt about that. I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of acquaintances, but she is my best friend, and I think that is very important. If you cannot be friends, you're not going to stay married.
What I think works in a marriage is communication at all times. You have to have an open line of communication. We struggled with that for a long time. And when we got on the same page, we realized how important it was to just talk about things and let each other know what they're doing, and not going and doing and not telling anybody, or making plans and not telling anybody. Just open line of communication at all times. And
I think mine would be to be supportive in whatever your partner chooses, whether you support them or not, whether you support their decisions, be supportive of what they're trying to do. Dave has always been supportive of all the choices that I've made that he agrees with, and then some that he doesn't, but he lets me fail and is there to pick up the mess that I make.
I would make all the decisions and I wouldn't even check with her. Now, when it comes to business and it comes to things like that, I want her input, and she knows that. So I get her input, and then it means something to me, and so I think that she appreciates that. And then also, she knows that she's my accountability partner, so when I'm out of line, she doesn't care a bit to let me know about it.
I think one of the most profound things that I've been told over the past couple years, since we've been believers and since we've been through Emmaus and meeting other couples, a guy named Daryl Gill told me one time at a chrysalis walk right before the marriage talk, the thing he had learned, it took him 20 years to get, was that it's important to die to self to your spouse. And I think about that all the time. You know, we die to self and we always think we're making a big sacrifice for Jesus. We have to sacrifice ourselves for our spouses.
I've always been told is balance is important, but we also don't get so bent out of shape when the balance is a little bit off, you know. So if we're not spending enough time together as a family this week because we have a lot of things going on, then that chaos, we don't get bent out of shape totally, because we understand that those are important. And so next week we can, you know, make up for it a little bit. So I think that's important too. You know, the kind of not balance but harmony. You know, just having harmony about time that we spend, because spending time with your family is important.
And another thing is spending time with each other. A lot of people doesn't realize just spending time with each other, dating each other, just having those few minutes with one another is very important. And we try to do that weekly. We would like to, weekly, we do it weekly. If it's just an hour lunch that we get to take, just us, we do that. And that's been important and been key in our marriage and to making us work.
And patience, a lot of patience.
Lots of patience.
She's got more patience than I do.